The new kid is weird. His clothes never match, and he spent recess asking Mr. Potter math questions.
Different isn't weird, it's just different. He probably thinks you're different too. Hi, and welcome to Keys for Kids. I've got a brand new week of stories and scriptures just for you. Have you ever noticed how people come in all shapes, sizes, and colors? I mean, some people are super tall while others are short. And there are people with light skin and people with dark skin. It's so cool to see how much variety God used when He made all of us. In Psalm 139:14, David wrote this, "I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Well, let's listen to our story today. It's entitled, Homemade Valentines. "Mom, you should see the new kid in our class at school," said Phoebe as she pushed construction paper aside to sit at the table. "He just moved here, and he's weird." Mom frowned. "That's not a nice thing to say, Phoebe." "But he is," Phoebe insisted. "He dresses funny, none of his clothes ever match, and he's so into math it's scary. He missed half of morning recess today because he was asking Mr. Potter a bunch of questions about math stuff we're not even studying. Who would choose math over recess?" Phoebe snorted at the thought. Mom sighed and reached for a stack of cards. "What do you think of my cards so far?" she asked as she spread them out. "Oh, they're gorgeous," Phoebe said as she picked up a card with a red felt heart on the front. She opened it. "To Tommy," it said. "Happy Valentine's Day. Love, Mrs. Schaefer." Phoebe smiled. "Your first graders are going to love them." "I don't know," said Mom. "I didn't have enough material to make them all the same, so some have felt hearts and others have ribbons and others have glitter on the front. I think I'd better throw these out and just pick up a box of identical Valentines at the store before school tomorrow to hand out." "What? No!" cried Phoebe. "Your cards are so much better than store-bought ones. You put lots of love and effort into making them." "But you don't seem to think the same thing when it comes to people," Mom observed. "Huh?" said Phoebe. "You seem to think that everyone should think and act the same way. But God created all kinds of people with different interests and personalities, and He loves us all so much that Jesus died for us. But instead of trying to get to know the new boy in your class, you just make fun of him. You seem to prefer store-bought people to the unique ones God poured lots of love and effort into." Phoebe stared at the table, twirling a piece of pink ribbon around her thumb. "Where did you say this boy moved here from?" asked Mom. "I don't know," Phoebe said quietly. Then a smile spread across her face. "But tomorrow, I'm going to find out." So how about you? Do you have trouble accepting people that are different from you? Every person was created in the image of God, and He loves us all. The next time you come across someone who's different, remember that Jesus loves them. Then try to get to know them. You might just learn something new and make a new friend too. Our key verse is Psalm 139, verse 14.
"I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made."
And our key thought for today, accept everyone. When you read the Bible yourself, you might come across something that you don't understand and you want a little help figuring it out. I'd love to be there for you and help you answer your questions. All you've got to do is get your parents' permission, then go to keysforkids.org/HeyZach to let me know what you're trying to figure out. Your question could be featured in an issue of the Keys for Kids print devotional. Again, send me your questions at keysforkids.org/HeyZach. I would love to help you out. As always, my name is Zach. Thanks for listening to Keys for Kids. Do me a favor, share Keys for Kids with a friend, and I'll catch you both right back here tomorrow.